Hi, Adrian. Hi, son or daughter that Sam that you're pregnant with right now. Uh, Adrian, you know me. I'm your dad. Future child. Hi, I'm your dad. I'm sorry I'm not there. Um, and the possibility of me being there is it's not it's not too high. I am currently right now in life in the midst of dealing with a mental illness that I've been made aware of years ago. I'm just now really finding out the severity of it, and I'm just now realizing and seeing the things that it's done and that it's doing. I uh, I want to say that I love you guys, and I want you guys to know that your mother is a wonderful mother. She will always be there. You guys have a good sized family that you'll most likely grow up with, as far as your mom's side. Um, and I'm hoping that your mom will eventually introduce you guys to my family. A lot of the things that you might hear about me once you get older, especially Adrian, especially you, mostly you, because you've lived through a lot of it, and I'm not too for sure of who you'll grow to be. Mm, I know you'll grow to be a great person. I know you're going to be a good person. Me and your mom, we've had so many conversations that you're most likely gonna do some good, amazing things. Um, but for the negative things that you might have to endure, as far as situations that are either created or that you might create, um, it's not your fault. Everything that happens, it's you can deal with it as long as you're willing to deal with it. Um, never run from anything. Never have fear about the outcome of anything. My biggest problem is literally just that. It is fear. It is fear of an outcome because of a lot of the situations I was in. I didn't like the outcome. And then you got to know your outcome that you might face. It is literally going to be determined based off of your actions. You have more than enough power that is in you to create whatever life you choose. So choose wisely. Um, forever, every action, please keep it righteous. Um, Eventually, you'll learn about karma. Some people believe in it, some people don't. Um, and the best thing that you literally can do, so you don't have to worry about karma, is just keep it righteous. Just always do the right thing. And I see the type of person that you are now. You're 4 years old right now, and you are so righteous, little man. You are, and it's amazing, man. You're so righteous, and I love that. So just keep that. Just keep that. People would love to be around you. People would love to to help you when you need it. It is 10 times easier in life when you're a good person. And sometimes people might do things that they might regret. And if that is ever the case with you, immediately um, seek forgiveness. Whatever person you do wrong, always try to seek forgiveness. That is important. Whether you are forgiven or not, always forget it. Never hold on to it. No, something bad happened. I'm not. Again, I'm hoping that you never have to go through that. But if you do, just know, always seek forgiveness. And after you seek that forgiveness, whether they forgive you or not, forget it. No. Yes. Acknowledge your mistakes. Try to make amends. Move on. Always move on. My biggest problem is I don't move on. I dwell, because of the mental illness that I'm battling. I'm fully aware of a lot of the things that I do, whether it is all of it is choices, but all of it is choices. You got to know that. And when you get older and you hear about a lot of the things that I did, just know that it was a choice. Just know it was a choice that was made out of fear. So never have fear. If you do fear anything, just know it is not real. Fear is the absence of life. Once you get to a point of fearing things, you won't live. So never have a fear about anything. Always know that in the end, everything will be okay, and life works itself out. It does daily. It's constantly working for the better. Nobody is meant to go through bad things forever. We're never anywhere where we're not meant to be. Everything is for a reason. But try not to dwell on the reason for things either. Also, a problem that I have. I know it is shown. It has always been shown that your mom, 100%, she loves me and she would do anything for me. Me dwelling on why, knowing the bad person that I was and the bad things that I've done and that I said, I just couldn't get past the reason why. Which also reminds me, always appreciate the good. Anything that is positive, anything that is good, appreciate it. Use it to your advantage. You always use the good to your advantage to create more good. Never use the good just and become complacent. Never do that. Always keep pushing. Always try to find a way to build either new bridges, make new connections, or foundations that are literally going to be beneficial for a lot of people. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've always told your mom I would never lie to you. Because of my mental state of mind right now, I'm making this video because I'm not too sure if I ever will be able to talk to you in person again or teach you these things. But you will be taught a lot. Sam, she's taught me a lot, and I don't know if she knows that or not, but just the way that she lived, it taught me a lot. So always know your mom is going to do right by you. Always. She has so far. And one of the reasons why I'm not with you now is because your mom decided it was time to do right by herself, and most importantly for you and your future sibling. You got a huge family, and they're gonna teach you a lot. They've already been teaching you so much, and I'm thankful for that. You just always need to make sure that you're appreciative of it and never take people for granted. You can only take people for granted for so long before they realize that it's time to separate from you. I've dealt with that, and I hold no bad blood against anyone that had to separate from me because of what I did, what I said, and who I was. Ultimately, I always remember to 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 accept. And just because you have to accept something, just because you have to accept a situation that you're in or things that you've done, that doesn't mean that that has to be you. Once you learn to accept a mistake, you can fix it. But you cannot fix a mistake until you accept it. So always accept the mistakes. Always own up to them. Don't lie. Never lie. That's one thing right now that me and you we've been working on. I know you're not going to remember it. Is, is lying. Always tell the truth. Always give the people the truth. Eventually the truth comes out anyway. Why not do it from the beginning? Save yourself the time and the energy. You and your mom are my biggest regret. I have to admit that. That is my truth. You and your mom are my biggest regret. You weren't planned. But no, not gonna say that. You were planned, but you weren't planned how you came, when I first met your mom, Sam, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe at the time you were 17. I don't know. Can't remember, but your mom, she let me know that she wanted children. That was what she planned from a young age, was to have children. She always knew that she wanted to be a mother, and the reason for her always wanting to be a mother is why she is a good mother, and why she will always literally be a good person. Just, your mom has been through a lot in her life, and she always kept going. I put your mom through a lot, and she always kept going with me. So the regret that I have, as far as you and your mom, is the fact that I couldn't see it. I could see it, but I couldn't admit it. I had fear as far as, man, I'm never going to be good enough. I'm not going to be able to equal half of what she puts in. And I know that was a bad mentality to have. Your mom used to always tell me all the time, just as long as you try, as long as you do what you can. Your mom literally gave me the easiest route to take, and I got to a point where I was so used to having to take hard turns and falling that I couldn't realize being with her, I was in the sky. Like I was flying, like I couldn't see that. At this point I see it. At this point I know everything that she said it was true. And I needed to get help so long ago for more than just myself. I needed to go get the help for you, for your mom, for her family, for my family. I needed to go get that help. And I hold that regret concerning you guys because I didn't go get that help until it was too late. And I don't know where I'm going to be at in life a couple weeks from now. And that it sucks because I know where I wanted to be at in life, but I couldn't appreciate it enough that I was getting there and I was getting close. So I failed, which is a choice. You need to know that. And let that literally be proof to the mentality that I have. Failure is a state of mind. Nobody truly fails until they decide to give up. I never, it was a lot of problems, but according to your mom, it wasn't bottom. We didn't hit the bottom. Nobody failed yet. I gave up, Adrian. I gave up. And at that moment, I failed. So, never give up, and you will never fail. Know that I didn't give up on you. I didn't give up on your mom. I gave up on myself. I dwell so much on things that it's blinding. And I rejected a lot of who I was as far as a person. I let my anger take control because I thought it was what was keeping me safe. It was stopping me from being hurt, not realizing my anger was hurting me. It was hurting me because it was hurting everyone else that was around me. Physically as well as emotionally, I was hurting people. And your mom was one of those people. And I can't do it anymore. I don't necessarily know what to do to get help or where to go to get help. I just know it's going to take a long process to not necessarily get back to me, but get to the person that I want to be. And you won't have to go through it, man. You won't have to go through it. Everything that I've had to go through, you will be able to avoid, as long as you literally just remember it's temporary. Sometimes people get locked into phases. I've been locked in a lot of phases. I've been placed in situations that I let manipulate my mentality. And instead of trying to fix it, I was drinking and I was smoking. I'm gonna be real honest with you about that. And as much as I knew what I was doing was wrong, I was still doing it. And ultimately, it wasn't helping. So stay away from it. Literally, that is the worst decisions that you can make, is to run to it. And your mom knows, because your mom has hit similar situations where emotions get high and you might want to go do something, and we both know that it wasn't right and it wasn't the best decisions. Yeah. It's hard to figure out words to say because, like I said, man, I failed. What can you really take from a failure but who they were? And not be that. That's why everything that I've done, I hope at some point I can come to you and I can let you know, so you know, like, this is what I did, this was the outcome. Never do it. But if for some reason that doesn't happen and I'm not able to see you again, I hope your mom will make you aware of a lot of my mistakes, and that you never make them, and that you, even if you do make a small mistake, just know you're not a bad person. Like I said, just admit your mistake. If it was against somebody or against yourself. Always remember that. As much as it is important to seek forgiveness when you wrong someone or make a mistake against them, it is always so much as important to forgive yourself for your mistakes and move forward. Never dwell, never dwell, never dwell. I dwell so much on a lot of things, and it is my mistakes, knowing I was capable of so much better, but I dwelled. Don't dwell, son. Hold off as long as you can on dating. I know that's gonna be hard because, like I said, I know you're going to be a great person. So you're going to attract people. That's just how it is. You don't know it now, but when me and you, when we go to the park, there's a lot of kids that come up to you that want to play with you, that want to interact with you. A lot of adults that we come across, they want to talk to you, they wave and want to be. People will love you, so just never reject that. Don't close yourself off from the world. Don't close yourself off from people, because once you do that, then you become alone. Once you become alone, life gets a lot harder. Life is easier building bridges. It gives you so much room to just connect. Always remember to connect, son. And I love you. I will always love you. I hope to see you and your sibling. And I am sorry that I couldn't be better. I am on my way now to take this first step and try to go get some help. I'm praying that it works out. So you take care. Always love your mother. Look after her. Sometimes she's a little bit more, non-aware. So just stay aware for your mother and know I love you guys. I love you both.